Imagine a world where the map is redrawn by nature, where the tourist icons, major metropolises, and cultural centers we know today simply no longer exist. Not because of a war or an earthquake, but because of something that seems uncontrollable: water. The rise in sea level is not a topic of fiction, but a reality that is already impacting millions of people and threatening major cities around the world. The real question is not if this will occur, but the speed and the moment in which it will happen. In today's video, we'll dive into one of the most pressing topics related to climate change. Find out which cities are most vulnerable to sea level rise and what this could mean for all of us. Get ready, as the following list might be unexpected. Before we get to our list, let's understand why this is happening. There are two major culprits. The main culprits. The majority of the excess heat generated by global warming is absorbed by the oceans. This phenomenon causes water molecules to move farther apart, resulting in an increase in the volume of the water without changing its mass. This process is one of the largest contributors to sea level rise, with studies indicating that the thermal expansion of the oceans has been responsible for approximately 40% to 50% of the observed increase. Most of this expansion occurs in the upper layers of the ocean, where the temperature is more susceptible to variations, but the heat is penetrating deeper and deeper, causing continuous expansion throughout the entire water column. Glaciers and vast ice sheets, such as the Greenland ice sheet and the Antarctic ice sheet, are melting at an alarming rate. While the melting of smaller glaciers, located in mountain ranges, contributes significantly to sea level rise, the greatest concern lies with the large ice sheets. Sea levels are rising at an accelerated rate, which has terrible consequences for coastal cities and communities all over the world. This situation not only causes islands and coastal areas to disappear, but also a series of problems that become more serious over time. Rising sea levels raise the baseline for tides and storms. This means that even normal high tides or moderately intense storms can cause more severe and frequent flooding in areas that were previously unaffected. The advancement of saltwater from the sea inland contaminates underground aquifers and groundwater, which are the main source of drinking water in many coastal regions. Saltwater intrusion also makes the soil infertile for agriculture, impacting food production and food security. Ports, roads, bridges, sewage systems, and other essential infrastructure built near the coast become vulnerable to flooding and erosion. The costs to repair or relocate this infrastructure can be prohibitive for many countries. Cities at risk. Now, let's get to our list, starting with those that are in the most danger. Venice, Italy, the Queen of the Adriatic, is perhaps the most famous city in this situation. Built on wooden stilts in a swamp, Venice is already sinking by about 2 mm per year. The famous Acqua Alta, high water, is a seasonal event that is becoming increasingly common, flooding St. Mark's Square and the city's streets. Its future is uncertain. Bangkok, Thailand. The Thai capital has a twofold problem. It's sinking at an alarming rate, and on top of that, it's just a few meters above sea level. The extraction of groundwater to supply the metropolis exacerbates the problem. Maldives, the capital of an entire country at risk. The Maldives is the flattest country in the world, with an average altitude of just 1.5 meters. They are seeking drastic solutions, such as the construction of artificial islands and floating cities, but the threat of becoming the first country to be completely submerged is real. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Located in a delta, the city already suffers from flooding. Rising sea levels could flood vital agricultural areas, harming the economy and food security. Kolkata, India. Millions of people live on the edge of one of the world's most populous deltas, the Ganges-Brahmaputra. The low elevation and population density make the city and its surroundings extremely vulnerable. New Orleans, USA. After Hurricane Katrina, the world saw New Orleans' vulnerability. Much of the city is below sea level and is protected by a system of levees. The combination of rising sea levels and natural land subsidence is a dangerous one. The list of cities at risk is much larger. Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, has centuries of experience in dealing with water, but the pressure is increasing. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil is one of the clearest examples. Entire neighborhoods, such as Barra da Tijuca, are in Restinga areas, which are naturally low-lying. This means that, in the near future, the advance of the sea may manifest itself in more violent storm surges and more frequent floods. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. The painting may seem bleak, but the main message isn't one of despair. It's one of urgency. The science is clear. We need to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, but we also need to adapt. The action starts with each of us. By reducing our consumption, holding our governments accountable for their actions, and supporting the transition to clean energy. Because it's not just about saving a city, it's about preserving the world as we know it. What do you think can be done? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next ones.